That riding mower you're about to buy at the big box store this weekend has a transmission that is designed to fail somewhere between 150 and 300 hours. And the worst part is, the mower sitting next to it, for $500 more, has the exact same transmission inside. I spent an embarrassing number of hours reading through lawn site forums, tractor repair threads, and Tuff Torq's own spec sheets to find out which mowers on the showroom floor right now are the worst offenders. These are the 5 riding mowers you need to walk past, and I am going to tell you exactly why. Before we get into the list, you need to understand one component, because it explains everything. The Tuff Torq K46 is the most widely used hydrostatic transmission in the lawn tractor industry. It comes in dozens of variants, and it is inside almost every entry-level mower on the market, regardless of the logo on the hood. The K46 was designed for light-duty mowing on flat ground. It was not designed to haul attachments, handle steep hills, or run more than a few hundred hours without slipping. The cylinder walls inside the pump score over time. Oil gets thin when hot, and the unit starts losing torque on even gentle slopes. Repair forums are full of owners reporting the same story. Works great for 2 seasons, then one afternoon it just stops pulling uphill. Replacement cost runs between $800 and $1,200 installed, which is often half the price of the mower itself. Now here is the detail that everyone misses at the time. Most of these transmissions ship from the factory filled with conventional 10-weight-30 oil, not synthetic, because synthetic costs more. And on many models, the K46 is sealed from the factory with no drain plugs. You literally cannot change the fluid without pulling the entire unit off the machine. Cheap oil, no service access, and a transmission that overheats under load. That is not a design flaw. That is a cost-cutting decision. Now let me walk you through the 5 worst offenders sitting on the showroom floor right now. Number 1. The Troy-Bilt Pony 42. You will find this lawn tractor at Home Depot and Lowe's with a price tag around $1,800, which makes it one of the cheapest riding mowers in the aisle. It runs a Briggs and Stratton Intek 540 cubic centimeters single-cylinder engine, and that engine has a well-documented head gasket problem. The forums all say the same thing. The fiber head gasket has no fire ring, and cylinder pressure eventually blows it out, usually somewhere between 120 and 200 hours. You get oil spraying all over the frame, blue smoke out the exhaust, and a mower that suddenly will not hold RPMs. A shop will charge you $200 to $300 to fix it, and most small engine mechanics will tell you to expect it to happen again. Underneath that engine sits a K46 transmission and a stamped steel 14-gauge mowing deck. Troy-Bilt carries a 1.1 star rating on Consumer Affairs with over 600 reviews. And I am not making that up. Number 2, the Craftsman T110. Here's where it gets interesting. This mower is built in the same MTD factory in Valley City, Ohio that builds the Troy-Bilt Pony. Stanley Black and Decker bought MTD in 2021 for $1.6 billion, and that acquisition put Cub Cadet, Troy-Bilt, Craftsman, and several other brands under one corporate roof. The Craftsman T110 uses the same Briggs single-cylinder engine, the same K46 variant transmission, and the same stamped deck platform as the Pony. About 80% of the parts are interchangeable between these two machines. Same factory, same assembly line, different sticker on the hood. The T110 typically costs $50 to $100 more than the Pony, and you are getting nothing for that premium except a red paint job and the Craftsman name, which your dad trusted, but which Sears no longer even owns. Number 3, the Murray MT42. This is the mower Home Depot sells as its absolute entry-level option, usually priced around $1,600. Murray was bought out of bankruptcy by Briggs and Stratton back in 2005, and the brand has been a budget-tier afterthought ever since. The MT100 uses a Briggs Intek single-cylinder, paired with one of the lightest-duty transmission variants in the K46 family. The mowing deck is stamped, the seat is thin, and the build quality is what you would expect from the cheapest riding mower on the sales floor. On the Consumer Affairs website, Murray carries some of the lowest ratings in the entire category. If you're going to spend $1,600, I would rather see you buy a good used mower from a dealer with a known service history than a brand new Murray that may not survive its third season. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe because I have more videos like this coming on chainsaws and generators. Number 4. The Cub Cadet XT1 LT42. This is the one that really frustrates me because Cub Cadet charges a premium for what is essentially the same core platform. The XT1 LT42 runs around $2,400, sometimes higher depending on the retailer, and it uses the same K46 transmission family that is inside the Troy-Bilt Pony at $1,800. The engine is a Kohler 5400 series, which is a step up from the Briggs Intek in terms of head gasket reliability, so I will give it that. But the transmission is still the weak link, and the mowing deck is still stamped steel. International Harvester started the Cub Cadet line in 1961 as a genuinely premium product. The old Cubs from the 1970s and 80s were built like small tractors with cast iron components and gear-driven transmissions. The machines sitting in the Lowe's aisle today share that heritage in name only. Cub Cadet is now an MTD brand owned by Stanley Black and Decker, and the XT1 is built on the same cost-optimized platform as everything else in the MTD family. You are paying $600 more than the Pony for a better engine and better brand perception, but the component most likely to fail on you is identical. Look, if you're standing in the aisle right now trying to figure out which of these mowers actually has the better transmission and which ones just have a better paint job, I built something for exactly that. It is called the No BS Buyer's Vault. It ranks every major riding mower by transmission, engine, and deck, so you can see what is actually inside the machine before you hand over your credit card. Scan the QR code on screen, or check the link in the description and pinned comment. Number 5. The John Deere S100. This is the one that generates the most heated debate in the comments, and I understand why. People love the John Deere name. Your dad's John Deere from 1988 is probably still running in someone's garage right now. But the S100 is not that machine. The S100 starts around $2,400 and it uses a Tuff Torq TLT200 transaxle, which is a variant in the K46 family. The engine is a Briggs and Stratton 17.5 horsepower single cylinder with the same head gasket tendencies I already described. The deck is 42-inch stamped steel, and the warranty is 2 years or 120 hours, whichever comes first. If you mow 2 acres every week during a 7-month season, you will blow through 120 hours in roughly 2 years. That means your warranty expires right around the time the transmission starts showing its age. John Deere dealers will tell you the 100 series is their entry-level consumer line, and that the real Deere experience starts at the X300 series. That is true. But the floor associate at Lowe's is not going to explain that distinction. They are going to point you at the green and yellow paint and let the logo do the selling. So what should you actually do? Here is the honest answer. If your budget is under $2,000, buy a Troy-Bilt Pony or the Craftsman equivalent. Accept that you're buying a disposable machine and plan on 5 to 7 years of service before something major fails. Change the engine oil every 25 hours, keep the cooling fins clean, and do not ask it to pull heavy loads or mow steep hills. If your budget is between $2,500 and $4,000, skip the big box store entirely and go to a dealer. Look at the Husqvarna TS series with the Kawasaki FR engine, or the John Deere X300 line with the K58 or K62 transmission. Those transmissions are serviceable, the engines run cooler, and the dealer relationship means someone will actually stand behind the warranty. The price at the dealer is often the same MSRP as the big box. You just get better support after the sale. And here's your parting tip, because this is the most valuable 30 seconds of the entire video. If you already own a mower with a K46 transmission, you can extend its life dramatically by doing one thing. Drill a drain plug into the transmission case, drain the factory oil, and refill it with synthetic 5-weight 50. Tuff Torq's own tech support recommends synthetic. The factory just does not fill it that way because conventional oil is cheaper. A $20 oil change could double the life of an $800 transmission. The forums are full of people who have done this at 100 hours and gotten another 500 hours out of the unit. That is the kind of information that nobody at the store is going to tell you. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so click it. And if you made it to the end, subscribe.